great with you today, man? Where your energy at? Yeah, today is Fantabulous Friday, and I'm so joyful to be in this energetic space to feel free to do videos. If this is your first time to Namaste T.H.U.G Wellness channel, thank you for being here. And my main objective is to give you your power back, to give you the mental stability to be able to feel your feelings, but don't get caught up in your feelings. I always sit and meditate because I want to be my true organic self and don't just be very mediocre at what I'm saying. I want to dive down deep in your soul and pull up that trauma, that fear, that angst, the things that causes us to lose our vibrational frequencies. So this week I made a video about how the consciousness speaks to us through pain, and then the psyche speaks to us through fear. Okay, we got that. So now today's lesson is how to sit and become the watcher from the wake of those thoughts. Because when we have a thought, it's a vibration. It sends out a frequency, almost like the same way like we throw a rock in a lake, it ripples. So when it ripples out, how do we position ourselves to be the watcher of those thoughts? I have a very awesome vibrational tool for you because we're going through a vibrational shift. So if you're going something on in your chakras, your energy aura, we need vibrational tools to tune your vibration. So this is a spiritual alignment that we're going through, right? To realign yourself with your higher self, to get out of that um, lower vibration belief that you're separate, get you back to oneness. But let me get back to this tool. So the prerequisite for not get caught up in your feelings and emotions by feeling them feelings, but recognizing them, but not get caught up in that feeling, is to, before you get off the bus or get out your car, tell yourself, regardless of the melodrama that my mind brings up, I'm not gonna get involved. I'm just gonna watch it. Say that when you get in your car before you crank it up, or on the bus when you sit down. Say that. Now, as you're driving, it's kind of watching, see this, like almost like you're watching a movie or sports. You want to be the observer. Sit back and watch like how often your mind shifts and goes here and it goes there. We have 50 to 60,000 thoughts per day. We can't be all those thoughts, but we learn to watch them. It's so many benefits from watching. We won't be as tired. Our energy won't shift up and down as our thoughts shift up and down. Would it actually be somebody watching a beautiful day as the clouds float through the sky? And then also do this again before you get out of the car. Tell yourself, regardless of what happens, I'm not getting caught up in the melodrama that my mind wants to portray. And the importance of that is, most of the time, we're not thinking in the current moment. We're bringing up old stuff, old memories from the past that has trauma, that has fear, that has doubt. A high percentage of the time, it's a low vibrational thought. And then we start ruminating on that, and now we start generating other lower vibration beliefs. And that's sucking the energy out of your spirit, out of your body, and out your mind. Now you're super fatigued and you haven't done nothing but just sat there. So we have to understand what's going on in our internal world, in our subjective world. Not our objective world, but in our subjective world. We have a whole universe going on inside of our body. Pardon me, that must be super true. We have a whole universe going on inside of our body that we're not aware of because we're so focused. I say we because I go through the same thing. Not go, but grow through the same thing. Every situation we have is an opportunity for us to grow, and our world gets a little bigger because we gain the knowledge and understanding of what's going on inside of us. So now we're not projecting, we're not taking it personal, we're not blaming, we're not playing the victim. We're sitting there and allowing our thoughts to, hey, I'm present. But if you release me by not taking it personal or not clinging to me, I can transcend this energy, meaning I can become like a spiritual alchemy. I can turn that lower vibration thought into a higher vibration thought. by just watching. Now this is the key. Now it's gonna be uncomfortable while you're watching a thought. It might be for 4 or 5 minutes when you first start. It's gonna be very turbulent because you're not your body is preparing itself for some type of pain, some type of suffering, or some type of uncomfortableness because it doesn't recognize it's supposed to be watching it, not actually entertaining it and get involved in that frequency, in that vibration. Low vibration is worse than COVID. You can be around people and not say nothing, and their vibration can rob you. So now your mind going a certain way. So what we want to do is we want to get involved in that by start judging, start critiquing, start criticizing. We want to become the watcher. And to take this tool a little further, remember when we get in the car, we're going to take a second, take a nice breath in and give our brain, our blood cells, and our muscle oxygen to perform what we want to do by being the watcher. And when we breathe in and out our nose, it helps us become calm and peaceful. Quick hack. If you find yourself getting kind of antsy, kind of anxious, do the 4-7-8 technique, where you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold for 7, then you exhale for 8. Why I coach my exhaling for 8, inhaling for 4? Because if we exhale longer than our inhalation, our nervous system calms down. We become a lot more present. We kind of get out of survival mode and we get in more to a scan of the environment mode to really see what's going on in this reality, in my objective world. Not what my mind is saying to me, but what's truly going on. Because our mind can have many distortions to it based on our environment, based on what we've been through, based on what we experienced. So I get it. But we have to be the watcher of our thoughts to realize, like, am I jumping to conclusions? Am I coming from a distorted place in my mind? Am I coming from an emotional place? So if we feeling that, if our triple C is not on point, if I'm not cool, if I'm not calm, if I'm not collective, I'm not gonna make a decision. I don't want to have a conversation. I'm not going to speak because I'm coming from a lower vibration place. I want to get myself on a higher vibration so now I can allow the Most High to bless my word before they come out of my mouth. We're showing the grace of God by the way we walk. Transmute that so-called spiritual alchemy, where we're taking depression, ADHD, where we're taking bipolarism, and we're transmuting that by realizing those are special powers to show us how we don't want to live, how we don't want to think, how we don't want to be. I'm not saying I don't still experience those, but I don't stay in that emotion for days, for hours. It takes a moment. I sit in it for 4 to 5 minutes without rejecting it. I have a conversation with it. What is it you want to teach me? What is it trying to show me? How can I support you with you releasing yourself so you can transmute this lower vibration and come back as a higher vibration? Spiritual alchemy. When we learn how to sit and watch our thoughts and realize we're truly not thinking, we're recalling past traumas, past memories that are low vibration. And with our subconscious mind, it can't see out here. 9 times out of 10 it's in survival mode. So you start breathing erratically, you start having these past trauma thoughts. What you think your body gonna do? It's gonna prepare itself to run, it's gonna prepare itself to fight, it's gonna prepare itself to freeze, or it's gonna prepare itself to fawn. Fawn meaning you're gonna be like a yes man, you're gonna start people pleasing. That's a survival method. So when we learn to kind of watch ourselves through the different situations, it gives us the tool to see how we need to realign ourselves with our vibrational tools. Are we meditating? Are we doing sound therapy? Are we dealing with the singing bowl? What are we doing to release ourselves from this calcified energy phase that we're in on such a low vibration? It can be transmuted. We want to be able to wake up this latent energy that lies deep within us. The same energy that built the universe, the galaxy, is inside of us, but it's laying dormant because we're feeding it with doubt. We're feeding it with fear. We're feeding it with a lack mentality. To wake up this inner energy, we gotta start feeling that seed, the I amness. We gotta start moving with faith. We gotta be very uncomfortable with the unknown. And just know that whatever we need is in divine alignment to teach us at that time how to become a better spiritual being while we're having a fleshly experience. We are spiritual beings. I'm realizing that the issue we're having with our subconscious mind is it doesn't have no type of constraint, no type of structure. It's not in the body, so we can't relate with it. So we need to put something in the body to relate with it. Our consciousness is vast. It's connected in the ether fields with everything, but we're not recognizing it because we're limiting ourselves by clogging up our brains with low vibrational thoughts, calcifying our energy cells that they're repeating in such a like if we had CDs, it'd be scratching to keep repeating and keep repeating and keep repeating. That's what we're doing. But what frees you, what liberates you is when you learn how to become that watcher of that thought when that pain comes in, like, oh, okay, that's my body talking to me. Let me align myself and sit still. Let it speak to me. Just like a doctor. If a doctor comes and tell you, look, hey, we have your results. You're gonna sit quietly and attentively and listen to what he's saying. Same thing with our body. When we get a feeling of pain, sit with it and say, body, okay, what are you trying to tell me? What's going on? If I missed it. When the psyche gives us fear, then know, okay, I know you're trying to protect me. But when you come in fear, that's in survival mode. 1 Timothy 1:7 says we're not born with the spirit of fear. So where did it come from? Outside teaching. So when you're feeling fear, it's not coming from your source. It's not coming from your creator. It's not coming from the one who designed and gave everything life in its form right now. So if it's not unconditional love for you or somebody else, it's not coming from your source creator. If it's based on fear, it's not you. It's coming from outside of you. Everything is inside of God. Anything outside of God is not God. Everything that we need is inside of us. Stop looking outside for that. Let your body be your directional map back to yourself. So when you're feeling pain, don't label it as bad. Label it as this is a situation right now that I can go and release myself from that situation. It takes time. That fear, we have to look at from a childhood standpoint. What is that fear teaching us? Because as a child, we go through something. We don't grow through it, we go through something. Tell myself, I never want to feel this again. So we can be 38, we can be 18, we can be 58, we could be 68, still having a childhood trauma running our belief system because we don't want to feel something. How do I know? I grow through it. So when it comes up, I act as if I'm watching the clouds in the sky. I'm the sky, and the clouds are my thoughts. I'm just watching them as they float by, how fast or how slow they go. I'm not rushing them. I'm not claiming them. I'm not saying it's mine. I'm like, okay, I'm observing. I'm becoming aware. I'm the watcher. So when you learn to do this right here, it's how your lifestyle change. And if you even want to take it deeper, before you open your house door, before you answer the phone, before you check your email, tell yourself, I'm not going to get caught up in the melodrama that my brain has going on because it's neurotic. It constantly want to give you old situations to feed off that lower vibration. That's not what we're here for. You're not meant to suffer in silence. You're not meant to go and be living with anxiety. You have anxiety by having anxiety. You have fear by becoming depressed. You get upset when you're mad. You don't want to live that way because you got to look at what's going on. What are we feeding our energy wheels? What are we feeding our energetic self? Low vibration thoughts. What are we reading? What are we eating? What kind of music are we listening to? What kind of people are we hanging around? All this is important. This is your mental wellness, this is your environment. So on this Fantabulous Friday, I want you to learn to sit and be the observer of your thoughts. For the next couple of days, look at that lizard, that's divine. For the next couple of days, just take a couple of minutes and just watch your thoughts without judging, without criticizing them, without labeling them. Just watch it and watch how it ripples, and after a while it soon shall It's not you. You are not your past. You are your present moment, right now, this moment as we're breathing. So with that being said, I look forward to your feedback. I would love to hear your comments on what you're going through. What are your personal challenges? Allow me to assist you. Put in the comments down below what do you think your challenge is for you to become the watcher of your thoughts, for you to become the awareness of your thinking, for you to take back that energy from anxiety. How do you think it would feel if you weren't anxious? If you could actually have inner peace and mental clarity? Oh my God, that's bliss. That's living heaven on earth. You could have that if you untether yourself from lower vibration thought patterns, from your traumas, from your fears. I'm not saying minimalize as if it hasn't happened, but we have to stop bringing up each moment, each time we have a thought. It's recycling. And from that thought, it's going to leave us a vibration. And that vibration is going to ripple a frequency. And that frequency is going to give us a currency that we don't want to vibrate. Learn how to pause, learn how to breathe, learn how to just analyze the situation and make the proper adjustments from your prefrontal cortex, which is the part of your brain that can scan their environment and make the proper adjustments. We don't want to come from the amygdala, which is your nervous system to deal with fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. It can analyze the environment and make the proper adjustment. Only the prefrontal cortex. How do we get there? Nostril to nostril breathing. Take it 3 or 4 of those. Coming back 3, 2, 1, 0, and get back in that gear of environment scanning, not survival, not fear, or faith in the present moment. This is your wellness coach, Namaste T.H.U.G Wellness. And remember, you can do this. I believe in you. I got your back. Breathe into it and don't believe into it. Your wellness is your birth.